For the Clutch Talk 101, I want to discuss the Miami at Cincinnati last night. First, I just want to discuss Tua's injury. Everyone seems to believe it's this head injury and he should have been held out of the game. Yes, he probably should have been held out of the game. This this was not a head injury. Last week, when he got pulled out of the Buffalo Bills game, when he was kind of stumbling, he wasn't really stumbling. If you watch it close, his back, it looks like his back is literally giving out. Like he's almost collapsing, like he has no control of what's going on with his body. When he got hit, literally the dead center of his back, his hands cramped up like that. I've had really bad concussions before. Your hands don't do that when you get a concussion. I might, maybe some people have. It's never happened to me. Um, Now the stumbling thing and not really knowing like how to walk and being dizzy, yeah, that's concussion related. But he looked like he could not control like what was going on with his body. Um, so everyone's saying, "Oh, he should have went through concussion protocol. He shouldn't have played." Well, I think the reason he played is because everyone thought he was going through concussion protocol, or everyone thought that he had a concussion related injury, and he probably passed concussion protocol. And those kinds of injuries, when it has to deal with your nerves and your spine, are so hard to diagnose that they let him play. And of course, someone on fire like that is gonna, and a competitor, being a competitor, of course they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm playing." When it's with when it has something to do with your nerves, it's so unpredictable. It's so easily re-injured. And look, I mean, look at Peyton Manning's neck. He had four neck surgeries on his nerves and his neck. It's serious stuff. This could either be one, I can't even predict what it's going to be. This could be a career ender. Slim chance, but it could be a career ender if he has some kind of spine surgery or something. It could be a season ender, or he could be back next game because he's trying to do the same thing over and over. I don't know what's going to happen, but it looked very serious. I want to hit on a throw that everyone is ripping Tua on. Um, the deep throw to Tyreek that he had interception, got intercepted. Uh, he made the right throw, and at least he's taking shots to the right guy. Not every throw is gonna be in stride, is gonna be perfect. Um, if he were to ever come back, I still would want to in, no doubt, because he's out there trying to make plays. Yeah, some balls are gonna be underthrown. I have fully discussed how he does have a lower arm strength in my past videos. But again, it doesn't really matter if you have the awareness and you're going to the right guy at the right time. That he might have thrown a little late. He should have probably thrown it earlier, and he probably would have been hitting him in stride. As for the game itself, I'm not a huge Teddy Bridgewater guy. I used to be, but him playing for my Denver Broncos last year really turned me off from Teddy Bridgewater. Um, he is a true definition of capping a team. Like he's gonna limit that offense a lot unless he starts taking shots like he was. I mean, he took a couple deep shots last night, which I was like kind of glad to see. But when I saw him play for Denver, he was not taking those shots. He was dinking and dunking the entire time. So depending on how Teddy Bridgewater's mindset is, I don't know how well he is going to play. If he's taking shots, he might maintain this offense well enough to maybe get a 9-win season out of them if he's going to play the rest of the season. But if he's going to dink and dunk, I'm very worried about the Dolphins. As for the Bengals, things keep seeming to go their way. Um, starting 0-2, looking horrible, and just recently beating the Jets on Sunday. I told everybody I think that might give them a little confidence and put them on the right track. This is another game that will probably give the Bengals a little confidence and put them on the right track. Their offense, it seems like I might be wrong, but it seems like the Bengals offense is when they're in the middle of the game, going through routine plays and going through scripted plays, they look very mediocre. Joe Burrow doesn't look that great. You have receivers making plays here and there. Joe Mixon's kind of getting stuffed. But when their backs against the wall and they're forced to score, Joe Burrow plays lights out. He's super clutch. That's why I compare him to Tom Brady. Uh, just because he doesn't have the best physical attributes, but when it's time to push the button, he pushes it. And uh, I think the more he gets Jamar Chase involved, the more deadly they're going to become. I think their offense is going to just slowly be on the uptick. And their defense looked better than what I expected, but still kind of suspect. So I could see the Bengals maybe making a wild card run this year. As for the Dolphins, again, prayers up to Tua. I pray for his family and him that he's doing good and his health is in good condition and hopefully his football career isn't in any kind of jeopardy. Um, but it looks pretty serious. Again, people saying it's a head injury. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. It looks identical to someone getting something like you ever see anybody that has like nerve problems? They tend to have moments where they don't have control of their body. And that's exactly what it looked like with Tua. All overall, entertaining game. I love the Bengals unis, but later today I'm going to be discussing with my brother. He's a diehard Miami Dolphins fan, so we're going to get his reaction, and we're going to be discussing a few other interesting topics. So stay tuned for this afternoon on Clutch Talk 101.